Hi everyone, comic book reviewer here. This time reviewing on the Japanese horror film Audition. Now, as you know, Audition is a 1999 Japanese horror film that was directed by Takamashi Miki, who was also known for also doing some work as producer for the 2005 game Yakuza on the PS2. And keep in mind that, Audition was meant to be based on the 1997 novel by Ryu Murakami. And the way I do see the film is a bit of a message and a warning about being careful who you form a relationship with, and sometimes being careful not to kind of fall head over heels. So the premise of the film is meant to follow Higuraru, who lost his wife a few years ago, and we do kind of see how him and his son Higiko still try to kind of balance their day-to-day life, and we do kind of see how his son advises on him to find a new wife, and we do kind of see how he gets the sort of suggestion from his friend, a film producer, to do a mock casting audition for a young woman. And you can kind of tell that Higuraru is a bit mixed about it and knows it's wrong, but you can tell Yasuhia wants to believe he's doing the right things, even though it's kind of a bit of a con. And we do kind of see how, Higuraru ends up meeting this young, beautiful woman, Asami, and over the film, we do see how he gets to know her, but there's something dark and disturbing about her. And it's gonna have the thing where it's gonna have him slowly realizing more about her past, why she's the way she is, and more of a disturbing side about her. I think the film also does a great job in warning you about being careful of people like Asami, as you have no idea who they are, you don't know what their backgrounds are, and sometimes there's more truth about them. And I think this is the reason why I think there's so many documentaries like Deadly Women, Who the Bleep Did I Marry, and so many others that warn you of these kind of relationships. You never know who you're dealing with. You never know what people are like. You don't know what people could do, what the harm they might do, and who they might be capable of. And I think I give the film credit. It's just how it kind of shows how real life goes. Like, you can tell Haru ends up kind of slowly seeing that Asami isn't who she seems to be. And we do kind of see him slowly kind of seeing the consequences of forming a relationship. And I think what I give the final moments credit is that it's shown from the drug that he's given makes him kind of go into a deluded state. And in the final moments, when Asami is finally defeated, he kind of remembers Asami's sweet, innocent persona before kind of seeing what she's truly like. And him crying in that is him basically knowing that he wanted something good, not something from a horror show. And I think the film is also meant to remind you that even if you want a relationship, it's not always going to work, because you never know what someone's like. You never know their kind of behaviour. And sometimes the person might be unstable or too dangerous to be around with people. And I think the film really shows you these kind of dangers and to always be cautious about. So I think the film is definitely enjoyable. It kind of gives you more introductions to Asami's past. You do kind of see the warnings of what I think the director was trying to show you. And if you have a Blu-ray copy of this, you do have the director mentioning about the film, what he did, and how he would have changed some things. It's like going back on old stuff, knowing what could and might have been if done right. But I think the film still deserves a thumbs up. It's enjoyable, it's great, and it definitely warns you of the dangers of kind of forming a relationship and rushing things without seeing the proper warnings. So, comic reviewer here, signing out.